keep your finger on the pause button when you record, not so slow.
So guys, very good morning, and how are you all?
Fine, sir.
Great. So as we have last time discussed about airbrush makeup from Iwata, Temtu, Seasol, Sparmex and few other brands. Today we are going to talk about one lovely brand called MAC. MAC means Makeup Art Cosmetics. Makeup Art Cosmetics. It's a brand from US. It's a brand from US, and this is a very known, world famous fashion brand. This is a brand that is very common among people across the world. It is a brand that is common with celebrities, with bridal artists, with photographers, with makeup artists, with people for themselves also. It means it is a fashion brand, it is a professional brand, also it is a personal brand. Also it is a personal brand. Makeup Art Cosmetics. So when it comes to our salon business, we generally use this brand for our bridal makeup. We use this for our bridal makeup services. Correct?
Correct.
Now, few things to know about MAC is that it's a very common high fashion brand, trending brand. Because it's very easy to use. It's a brand that is easy to use. It's a brand that blends well, blends quickly. It blends quickly, and you can write down whatever I am writing, okay? And also it blends quickly, it settles down fast, it dries up fast, and it also gives you a very smooth texture, smooth and matte finish. It gives you a smooth and a matte finish. When I say it's easy to use, it means we are right now talking about MAC foundations. We are talking about MAC foundation, and we are talking about Studio Fix Fluid. We are talking about Studio Fix Fluid. There are other series also in it. For example, there is a Max Master, then there is a Studio Strobe, and then there is a MAC Fix, and also a few more other series which are used by people who are working in a freelance market. That is for movies. One beautiful product in MAC is MAC Sculpt. MAC Sculpt. Sculpt is a heavy base foundation. Sculpt is a heavy base foundation in MAC. It means that gives you a heavy coverage. That gives you a heavy coverage. Now let us talk about some important things about MAC Studio Fix Fluid. So this is called MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Fluid means liquid. MAC Studio Fix Fluid. Fluid means a liquid cream, a liquid foundation. Now when we talk about Studio Fix Fluid, there are two series in it. One is called NC, second is called NW. First is called NC, second is called NW. NC stands for neutral cool, NW stands for neutral warm. Now in neutral cool we have maximum foundations like this. See, it's NC, NC, and then we have NW. Can you see that? NW. So we have NC and NW. This is the number NC and W. NC and W. Now NC is neutral cool. It means the main content or the main pigment in NC is yellow color. Yellow color. This foundation is used on maximum neutral tones. This is used on maximum neutral tones. Maximum Indian skins. We can confidently use NC. It has a lot of yellow pigment in it. Second, we have NW, neutral warm. It has a lot of orange and pink pigment. Can you see the warm color? It has a lot of orange and pink pigment. Orange pigment for a warm skin. For example, a Negro skin, a South Indian skin, a Sri Lankan skin, a Bangladeshi skin, correct? Or the skin of our beautiful sir. A warm skin, correct? A warm skin. So we have lot of orange pigment and lot of pink pigment. Pink pigment also because it also has a color which is used for foreign skins, fairer tones. Okay, NC stands for neutral cool, yellow pigment for maximum neutral tones, which falls in between a golden tone and a pink tone. For example, when we have this beautiful girl here, she falls in the neutral category. That is, she is neither too fair and she is also not too dark. Yes or no?
Yes.
Same color is of maximum Indians. Yes or no? You can look at me, you can look at Alex. We have maximum Indian colors is like this, which is in between. So when you come down to south, you will see, sit down. So when you come down to south, you will see little warm. You go down to Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, Delhi, Kashmir, Nepal, you will see little fairer colors. But your tone will be yellow. Your undertone would be yellow. Correct? So they all fall under neutral, cool categories. NC foundations. When you go down further south, Tamil Nadu, Sri Lanka, Muttai Rajendran. Yes? Correct? A good example? And that curly hair actor, what is his name? Gundu curly hair actor, comedy. Big face, curly hair.
Yogi
Maggie.
Yogi Babu, Yogi Babu.
Yogi Babu. Warm skin? Negro? Warm skin? Yes or no? So when we have niggers, when we have Yogi Babu, correct? When we have Rajendran Muttai Rajendran. So when we have such skin colors, they will fall in under neutral warm. They are beautiful golden skin tones. There we go ahead and use NW foundations. NC and NW. So maximum part of India we use NC foundation. Okay? NC, neutral cool. Neutral warm is again for a strong South Indian, Sri Lankan, Bangladeshi, niggers, South Africans, Negroes. Okay? There we have golden skin tone. See, when we get a South Indian skin tone or when we get heavy dark circles, what concealer do we use? Orange corrective concealer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Because orange corrective concealer will neutralize. Same way our MAC foundations have orange pigment. So when you use orange pigment, they will neutralize the color and bring a brightness on the face. Are you understanding? But if we use a lighter foundation on a warm color, what will happen? It will become grey. It will become grey. Grey means Shiva Vibhuti Madri color, ash,
Ash color.
sunscreen color. Imagine Yogi Babu wearing a powder on the face. How will he look? Silverish, grey color, aluminium color. Correct or not? Yes, we can use this, but first we have to ensure that he is wearing a nice concealer. Correct? He is wearing a nice concealer. See, simple. If you are wearing a shoes and if you don't wear a socks, how will you feel? Uncomfortable? But when you wear a socks and then wear the shoes, you're free for the whole day. You're wearing a pant and a shirt, and if you don't wear a belt, there would be chances it might come down. Yes or no? But when you wear a belt, you're free for the whole day. You can run also. Same way, if you're wearing a good concealer under a strong foundation, especially for dark circles, especially for pigmentation, especially for birthmark, black moles, post pimple marks, acne marks, tattoos, dark lips, yes or no?
Yes.
Or birthmarks. If you use a direct bright foundation, what will happen? It will become, she will look rumba adga only for 2 hours when she is sitting in a salon. But when she will go out, slowly the makeup will start getting oxidized. Makeup will start getting oxidized. Oxidized means it will start looking grey. It will start looking Gray. And gray makeup is not a good makeup. You will not look that nice. You will look fair but dirty. So concealer is very, very important. I will talk about detailed concealers also slowly.
My number. Hello.
So
சொல்லுங்க. Yeah, okay.
So it will become oxidized, which is not good makeup. So we need to use proper concealers. We will talk about concealers little later. Let us talk about MAC foundations first. Okay. So MAC foundation, we are using Studio Fix Fluid. Now this foundation is very easy to use. First point, easy to use. Why? Because it's a liquid foundation. And you take a little bit of liquid foundation in a sponge or with your foundation brush or with a stippling brush, a foundation application brush or a foundation stippling brush. This is a buffing brush.
Blend.
Buffing. You can quickly and easily apply. That is for personal use. Okay. So it becomes easy, convenient to apply. It blends quickly. So whenever you use this MAC foundation, because it's liquid in nature, it flows very fast. And you can see in 2 minutes you can do the full face. Yes or no?
Yes.
It becomes very easy. It settles down fast. Now because it has got certain ingredients that it does not have silicone. Silicone based foundations take time to settle on the skin. It does not have silicone, so it settles down very quickly. Because the main content of the foundation is powder based. It is water based foundation. This foundation is water based. So water based foundations will dry very quickly. Whereas oil based or silicone based foundation will take time to dry. Okay, so it's easy to use, it blends quickly and it settles down fast and it dries up also fast. That is, after 2 minutes you will see it's not coming in your hand, it dries up, it settles down. It means you can do your makeup quickly and fast and without any tension. Then it gives you a smooth and a matte finish. Yes, Studio Fix foundation, because the base is powder and it does not have silicone. It does not have silicone. It gives you a matte finish. What finish?
Matte finish.
Matte finish means no shine.
No shine.
No shine, matte. Matte finish foundation is very, very good for oily skin. Very good for acne skin. Very good for open large pore skin. Because if you have shine and there is an oily skin, there is an acne skin, there is an open large pore skin, it will show more. And when you have a matte finish foundation, what happens is your problems, your concerns do not show more. They subside. They are reduced and they become less in appearance. Okay? So this is the benefit of using a matte finish foundation. So MAC works really, really well when you have to do a matte finish foundation. This is something good about MAC. So it's a matte finish. It's smooth. Smooth because it fills in your pores. It fills in your pores, it fills in your lines and wrinkles, sagging skin, and gives you a smoother effect. Now, talking about NC and NW, understood? Neutral cool, neutral warm.
Neutral warm.
Neutral cool for maximum Indian skins.
Yes.
Neutral warm for a South Indian warm
South-
skin. And lighter shades in it for fairer skins. Like US, Russia, Canada, Japan, China, Korea, South African countries, which are fairer countries, Australia. All the cold places, we will have NW foundation with a lighter tone because it has pink and orange both. Pigments are pink and orange both and they are very light and nice in color. If you use NC on a foreign skin, they will not like it. It will become really yellowish on the face. and they will feel like you have done some manjan on them. Haldi, turmeric thing. It will not feel good. Now, in NC, there are few numbers which are very common in our salon industry. For example, NC 35, NC 37, NC 40, NC 42, and NC 44.5. Out of which NC 42 and 44.5 are maximum used. These two shades are maximum used in our industry. NC 44.5 and 42. Also, you can use NC 40 plus NC 45, 44.5, and you can create a shade called NC 42. So we have three shades here. So we have, oh, you have two NC 35s. So we have NC 43.5 and NC 35. See, this is the number. NC 43.5,
Okay.
NC 35. NC 43.5, NC 35. So these are two numbers. So these are two numbers which we have here. Out of which common number is NC 44.5, which is little warmer. NC 40 little lighter. Beautiful shades. You can mix and match and do a lot of colors with these. So is this clear? So these are few numbers which are very, very common and you would love using them. When it comes to NW, see, in India we don't use dark foundations, yes? Do we use dark foundations?
No, sir.
Very rare. No bride wants a dark color, yes or no?
Yes.
They want fair colors. But if you use a dark foundation first and then you use a lighter foundation on top, for example NC 43.5, this will make the skin neutral, and then this will bring the highlighter and a fairer tone. So today when we will do the practicals, we'll teach you this. Okay. But if you directly use a lighter foundation, it will become grey. So in NW we generally have shades called NW 45, 47, 43. NW 45 is a beautiful, so we have NW 46 here. So here we have NW 46. So this is one beautiful color, NW 46. So this is one beautiful color which also works as a very good contour shade.
Oh.
You can use this for neutral cool face as a contour. It will not give strong contour, it will give you that blended contour. It will give you the shadow. It will give you that shadow effect of contour. It will give you that beautiful blended effect of contour. NC 46. It's an amazing color for contouring. It's a beautiful color for contouring. Is it clear? All good? Now, same thing comes in the form of powders also. So whatever shades we have in compact, in foundations we also have the same thing in powder. You have bought two same shades. I have bought different shades. Okay. So we have NC 45 and NW 45. Can you see the difference? So this, the combination will become a highlighter for a warm skin and a contour color for a warm skin. Powders on top of our makeup. NC 45 and NW 45. See. NC 45 and NW 45. Correct? Neutral warm, neutral cool. See, this is very important to understand, because lot of times if you use a cool color on a warm skin, that is where your bride's makeup becomes bad. Yes or no? Because you are trying to make her rumba adga beautiful, fair, nice. But after 1 hour or 2 hours when she's going out in that mandapam, or hall, which is open, not AC hall, or she's getting her makeup or her function in the beach area, open area, there would be lot of sweat, lot of salt,
Yes.
heavy dress, heavy jewelry, hormonal changes happening, mental tension also happening. Yes or no?
Yes.
So lot of lot of body movement also happening. Lot of flashlight, halogen light, cameraman's light. Yes or no?
Yes.
So lot of heat.
Heat.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So what happens is slowly, and there AC is not there. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Or if even AC is there, it will not be so cool because marriage halls are very big. So her makeup will start getting oxidized. So try not to use a fairer tone on a fairer colors on a warm skin. Keep her neutral and warm, because when it is neutral and warm and the flashlight falls, it will give that brightness. And if you make her fair directly, it will not be good. It will not be good. She will not be feeling good. Her makeup will become dull, and she will start, dark circles will start showing and all that. Is it okay? Clear? Any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'm here to help you. Okay. Now we have this beautiful palette called Medium. This is a concealer palette of MAC called Medium. However, in India, we generally use a palette called Medium Deep. Medium Deep. This is only medium. We use Medium Deep. In Medium Deep, we have warm colors. See, these are two lighter colors, and this is a light yellow. Can you use these colors in our concealers? It
No.
will not work. What do we need? We need dark yellow.
Yes.
We need dark orange. Not these pink colors. These colors are for foreign people. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
These two colors are okay, acceptable. But these colors are not going to work. They will work only on. No.
அது வந்துட்டு ரொம்ப ஃபேர்
It's,
டோன்
it's
போடுறது.
no, even dark circles it will not work. For Indians it will not work. Nine. Maximum
அந்த ரெண்டு dark color.
இது ரெண்டு மட்டும். See, these are lighter shades. Very rarely used. Yes or no?
Yes.
If you use this yellow, this is called rich yellow. Yellow, mid yellow. We have mid yellow and mid peach. We need to have rich yellow. And we also need to have an orange. Okay? So, medium deep palette is what generally used. Now, concealers again to be used first and then foundation. So, concealers will neutralize and then it will give you a better effect. Is it clear? Perfect. Moving forward. Please ask me some questions, guys. Some questions. Okay, now let me tell you. So, positive things you have understood about MAC. Now, let me talk about negative things about MAC foundation, which is very important. You have to be careful. Now, see, guys, Indian weather, generally in South India, is warm. Also, maximum time, Indian weather is little warm, humid. In North, in winters only it's cold. Yes or no? That too starting from October and till February. It's little okay, cool and warm. Yes, Nepal, Himachal, Kashmir, that's a different thing because these are hilly places. Ooty, Munnar, hilly places. There it's okay. But when it is a warm place, hot and humid place, MAC foundation does not work. MAC foundation is not suitable for warm and humid climate. Because they are water based. Understand? Because they are water based, they are not waterproof. This is also not sweat proof. It is also not sweat proof. Humid, sweat will come. Halogen light, sweat will come. Afternoon, morning, muhurtam, sweat will come. This will not work. Even personally, when you are wearing MAC foundations and going out for shopping, or you are out in the office full day, the foundation becomes lighter. It becomes patchy because we have sweat glands, we have water glands. Yes or no? So this is not waterproof, this is not sweat proof. It will start getting patchy. It means you can only use MAC foundations very nicely when your bride's function is completely in
AC hall.
or when the bride. So you're sitting here, right? The AC is on. Are you feeling sweat?
No.
Are you feeling sweaty? Uncomfortable? You go outside, what will happen? Sweat will come? Yes or no?
Yes.
Gone. It will become lighter, it will become patchy. Have you seen patchy makeup? Yes or no? What happens? Patches comes, patch especially on the nose tip. Yes or no? Chin, upper lip area, full foundation gone. Yes or no?
Yes.
Many times. Correct, Alex?
Yes.
Full foundation is gone. MAC foundation is very good in higher altitudes. In higher altitudes, cold region or AC halls. MAC foundation is very good in AC halls, higher altitudes or cold region. Higher altitude means hilly areas. Hills, hilly area, not in Kanyakumari, but in Ooty.
Madhya Pradesh.
Huh. Madhya Pradesh, hilly areas. Correct, na Madhya Pradesh?
Correct.
Okay, not in beach area, not in flatland, not in seashore area. Because this is not sweat proof, and sweat has salt. Sweat has salt, yes or no?
Yes.
And salt, every makeup goes bad. Even hair color also goes bad. Correct? So we should avoid using this in afternoon, in sweat, non-AC halls, warm area, summers. This will not work. This is very good for AC halls, colder region, winters, hilly region. MAC foundation is very good for personal use also, because when you are an office girl, you're working in office, you're working in hotels, you're working in media, you're working in news, you're working in cinema. Now cinema, why it is good? Okay, other cinema I'll talk later. It is good for personal use because when you are using it personally, you can always go to the washroom, or you can take out your small mirror, you can do a retouch up. But can a bride do it in mandapam? Can a bride do it in reception hall and tell the guest, no, guest, you please wait, let me do a touch up? Or she can tell in mandapam, Panditji, mantram, kunjam late, let me do a touch up? You can't do that. This will not work. Understand? Seriously, it will not work. Okay? Now, this is
shooting ki useful.
I'll tell you. Now this is very good for movie shooting because it is smooth, it is light, it is natural, it is smooth, it is light, it is natural. Good for movie shoot. Now movie shoot is also done outdoor. But when a movie shoot is done, makeup artist is always standing there with the artist. Yes or no?
Yes.
Every 5 minutes, touch up. Every cut, touch up. No problem. So in movies also people use this. But makeup artist is always standing for a touch up. In bridal reception hall you are not standing. In muhurtam you are not standing. Correct or not? So very good for movies. This is very good for fashion shows. Very good for fashion show. Why? Because fashion show generally happens in AC halls, 5-star hotels. Yes or no?
Yes.
And fashion show is maximum for 2 hours. Maximum for 2 hours. In 2 hours, lot of changes will happen. So, makeup remains good. Are you understanding the difference? Bridal is 8 to 10 hours. That too with lot of people. Lot of ceremonies. Yes or no?
Yes.
It will not. Good for fashion show. Good for photo shoot. Because photo shoot also makeup artist is always standing. Yes or no?
Yes.
Fashion show also makeup artist is always standing. Movies also makeup artist is always standing. But not good for brides in a warm area. Please avoid that. Okay? So, you have understood the plus point. Plus points are easy to use, quickly blends, smooth effect, dries up quickly, and fills inside your pores, covers your acne, dark circles and everything, and gives you a matte finish. Is it clear?
Yes.
Negatives also you have understood. So, whatever shade you have the powder also for the same shade. So, once you are done, there's this beautiful sponge which comes in Makeup Fix powder. That is Makeup Studio Fix fluid. This is Studio Fix powder. Studio Fix powder. Okay? Studio Fix powder.
Okay.
That is Studio Fix fluid.
Fluid.
So powder, you take it with this sponge, beautiful sponge, and you dab it. So the application is press and roll. You don't use it with a brush. With a brush, this application is not heavy. Because you have to lock the liquid foundation, you need to use a sponge, take the powder, press and roll. And never use it like this, just always fold it. Take the powder, press and roll. So when you press and roll, you are locking every part of the face. Correct? You're locking every part of the face and your makeup looks nice. Is it clear?
No.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Please ask me. Any questions, guys? Alex?
डॉक्टर का समझा
Now, so we have done our MAC concealer. We have done our NW and NC. Neutral cool and neutral warm foundation. So we have covered these two foundations and we have covered the plus and the minuses of it, pros and cons of MAC foundations and all. Now we also have a primer of MAC. This is a strobe cream. Now this works very good as a highlighter. It also works very good as a primer. Now why as a primer? Because this will form a thin layer on your face, and on top you can apply this, so it will settle on top. So this is a strobe and this is a foundation. It will settle and it will form like a coating. It will form like a coating and it will blend nicely. Okay, so we have got beautiful primer. So the process is to clean the face, to finish off the eye makeup, finish off the eyebrows, finish off the lips. Then start with your primer, wait for 2-3 minutes. Then start with your concealer. Concealer is always less and specific. It's not full face. So if you have dark circles, apply only there. If you have pigmentation, pimple marks, birth marks, accident marks, stitch marks, tattoos, etc., you apply that. And less and specific. Okay? Less and specific. And then you top it up with your MAC foundation. MAC foundation with either sponge or application brush, and finally stippling brush. This will help you in blending the product. Followed with MAC Studio Fix powder. We also get loose powder in MAC. So that loose powder is also very good. And Studio Fix powder is also very good. Okay? Now, one good thing about Studio Fix powder is the content is same. This is water based and this is powder form. So what happens is you can also, for regular use, or bride's personal use, she can moist, or two things can happen. She can wear a good moisturizer, take the powder, it will give you a nice light coverage. Or she can wet the sponge, squeeze it, spread it and apply as a foundation. But moisturizer should be there. Otherwise it will become powdery. Correct? It will become powdery. So good moisturizer, wet sponge, spread, apply nicely. It will give you a very nice and smooth finish and your makeup will also look nice. Then to further follow, we have this beautiful MAC highlighter called Oh Darling. What's the name?
Oh, darling.
Oh, MAC has got nice names.
Nice.
MAC has got very, very different names, appealing names. This is called Oh Darling. Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Now this is a highlighter. This is a highlighter. This also works as a highlighter for enhancing the brightness. But make sure you don't use this on a warm skin. Cooler skin only. Warm skin, this will become too bright. For warm skin, we have bronzers. We have
Brown.
bronzer. Bronzer are also highlighter, but they are little warm color, darker color. Okay? So this can be used for maximum neutral tone. Okay? So I've got a lot of these things. Followed with our beautiful MAC mascaras, liners, and definitely lipsticks. So the favorite color of my MAC lipstick is Ruby Woo, which is not here. So we have two beautiful shades here called All Fired Up and Amorous. So Amorous is a beautiful pinkish color and bright Barbie doll color. So this Amorous is good. Amorous is good. Stroke gold light, serum primer, and all that. Now, when we are coming up to MAC eyeshadows, MAC eyeshadows are beautiful. I just love them. Reason, their pigments. MAC eyeshadows pigments are very strong. They are highly compact pigment found eyeshadows. So what happens is their payoff. It means when you apply, its intensity is very nice. When you apply, its intensity is very high. That is, in one stroke you can get beautiful color. So that's very good thing. And they don't become loose. They don't become powdery. They are always staying on the skin. They stay for a long time and they give you a beautiful payoff. Payoff means their effect. Okay, so hey guys, so this is a variant matte makeovers, and this was a session all about MAC foundations, and we are finishing up with the theory session, and soon we are going to start with our practical session of MAC foundation. So we'll go live again. So keep following MAC makeovers. Thank you.